So what makes a good listing on eBay? And I'll explain to you, it's pretty much nearly everything. So what you want to do is, first of all, take yourself out of a seller's shoes, stop as a seller, right? Stop selling and put yourself in a buyer's shoes. Okay. So let's imagine that I'm a buyer and I'm looking for a crescent moon necklace, right? This is what a buyer will do. Now, your first goal is to appear on this page and get people to stop on your listing and then go ahead and click on your listing, right? So you want to get them to stop, and that's the first thing that they're going to do, is they're going to go ahead and look at the image, right? Did I spell crescent right? Crescent moon necklace. I actually spelled it wrong. So Kent, that's how you spell it, right? So crescent moon necklace. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to get someone to stop and click on your listing. Make your listing stand out more than everybody else's. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to use this product as a prime example. Why are we going to use this product as a prime example? Because this is actually one of the products that we've listed on Deal of the Day. So we're saying that we can get you 400 of these necklaces for $287, which means you only pay around about 59 pence per unit. Basically, you can make 91 pence profit per sale, and on 400 units, you can make a total profit of £364 and get a return on investment of over 150%. So when you sell this product on eBay, you need to realize that you're not going to be the only person selling this. As a matter of fact, what makes this listing so much different? These lot are selling it for £15.99, and the last time they sold it was 8th of May. So they're actually putting quite a substantial markup on there. Maybe they're trying to create a higher perceived value on this listing. What makes this one so different? Nothing much. It's exactly the same price product, to be honest with you, but they've just sold it at such a high price. Someone looking at it might think, oh wait, maybe this is a better quality, but they're just not getting as many sales, whereas this seller is getting a lot of sales. As a matter of fact, they're getting around about, on average, 2 sales a day, which they're selling 61 times. So if we go back to this listing and we go ahead and click on it, you'll see that on average they're probably making 2 sales a day. So 16th of May they sold it once, 15th of May, 14th of May, and 11th, 10th, and so on. So this is how they're making their sales. So the first thing is you want to get someone to stop and click on your listing. How are they going to even find your listing? That's where the title comes in. So you need to make sure that you are targeting the right audience with the right title. So in this instance, because this is the seller that we're targeting with the highest volume of sales, we're just going to go ahead and copy their title. They've created a winning title. Why shouldn't we use the same one? Now, another thing that you want to look at is item specifics are very important. You want to go ahead and fill all these item specifics in, because if you actually look at the listings over here, or what eBay shows you as a recommendation, sometimes people can change it to pendant, chain, choker, charm, metal, and the reason why you want to fill in all the item specifics that are relevant to your product, because each time someone goes down the checklist, right? So say for example, they want to find a pendant. If I wasn't clicked on pendant, so if this listing hasn't highlighted pendant, so when someone's clicked on pendant, now it's actually removed their listing off actually there it is. So it's moved down a little bit, but if they didn't select pendant, then guess what? That listing would be removed. Now, for example, if the buyer is now looking for something like a collar, right? Now you'll see that only the ones that are collars that are showing. Now, as a matter of fact, it's still showing some of these other ones because you probably can wear this as a collar. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to be filling out item specifics that are not relevant to your product. Why is that bad for your listing? Because when someone, for example, starts looking at, let's just say, a wooden one, right? And your listing is not a wooden crescent moon, but it appears for a wooden crescent moon. Every time eBay shows your product in front of a customer, it counts as an impression. And then when someone clicks on it and purchases it, that counts as a conversion. But if eBay starts showing your listings to people that are not relevant to your product, and they just click on it and keep browsing, then that's going to lower your conversion rate. A lower conversion rate is actually bad for your product. So when you are filling out item specifics for your product, you want to make sure that you fill in everything that is relevant to your product as accurately as possible. So when people are ticking boxes on the left hand side of the screen, you're appearing for the right people. You're making sure that your product is the correct product for what they are searching for. So make sure you fill all this in. And another thing that a lot of eBay sellers don't pay attention to is, I'm not saying this product is an example, but a lot of sellers, they don't pay attention to mobile listings. Now, I see so many sellers, they have all these fancy descriptions where these guys don't even have a much of a description. But let me tell you, I've read on an article by eBay themselves that people don't look at descriptions as much as you think. However, what you should do is just keep it mobile friendly, because more people shop on eBay through a mobile phone than they do on a desktop. So you don't want to be including very small text that people have to squint their eyes. You want to make sure everything's nice and clear. This will help get your message across, and you also want to make your listings stand out more than everyone else, because right now, look, this image looks the same as this image, which looks similar to that one's just a close-up, but realistically all these images are very similar to each other. Nothing really differentiates them from each other. So we're going to be looking at how you can make your listings stand out more than everybody else's.